Good afternoon, everyone. It is Monday, December 12th, and thank you for joining us today for our afternoon prayer. Let's cease operations and stop whatever it is we're doing as we take a God moment, a Sabbath moment, as we relax and breathe, as we put aside all the busyness of the day, the distractions, the stress, and just breathe. Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and then exhale, allowing all the darkness, the stress of the day to leave our bodies. Let's continue to breathe quietly and deeply. For today's prayer, I'd like us to focus on happiness for a moment. Let's face it, we're all looking for it. The trick is, how do we get there? It seems that we're bombarded with messages and media that tells us that money, riches, and pleasure are what it takes to bring us happiness. But for those of us who are older and perhaps have tried going down that road, we have found that wanting, it fails, and ultimately it leads to emptiness. Today's responsorial psalm is, "Teach me your ways, O Lord. Teach me your ways, O Lord." As Christians, we know that it is God's ways that will ultimately lead to happiness. To love, to serve, to sacrifice for the sake of the other, these lead to happiness. As St. Francis of Assisi once said, it is giving in giving that we receive. Something ironical about that. As we give, we actually receive. For the next minute or so, let's sit at the feet of Jesus for a little while and use today's psalm as a mantra, a prayer that we use to guide our prayer. Teach me your ways, O Lord. Let's go ahead and sit with Jesus for a while and listen to how he responds. Teach me your ways, O Lord. It's important for us, if we do want to ultimately find happiness, to sit at Jesus' feet and allow him to speak to us in the quiet, in the silence. So we find the mute, the off buttons on our phones, the silence. And during this Advent season, make room in our hearts and our lives for him to come more fully, that we may grow as Christians and to become the best version of ourselves. This concludes our prayer. A prayer for you and your families. You have a blessed day today. Bye.